In 1960, I attended my first pro convention, and I've attended 57 of them since. I only missed the one in 1959. And now I'm able to attend your convention via this wonderful medium. So welcome to Scottsdale, and thanks for the opportunity for counting me one more year.
And you joined a competitive group to pro.
Before pro.
Was it before pro started?
Yeah, 1959, I joined the Associated Camera Stores of St. Louis. That was more than a year before I joined pro. So I belonged to two buying groups.
Why do you think pro made it and Associated didn't?
Oh, it was very easy. Associated Camera Stores was run by an individual for his own profit. And pro was a true co-op owned by the members. And of course, because of the tremendous efforts of a man called Ed London, who was able to maneuver this through the many years that he served as president, he was able to get all of us who were involved with pro to work together. And I kept trying to tell people when we were trying to get them to join is that you got to do it. You got to do it to work together. You'll never be able to survive alone, and that made pro.
Is that advice still current?
The advice is still current, and I think most people see that today. I think there's no question that working together is the only thing that can be done.
Now you became pro president in
1983. I served for 13 years as president. I was very proud of that time. A lot of things happened. I remember one thing that was very interesting. In 1993, we were doing $25 million a year business. And I said, we want to double our sales in 5 years. It only took us 3 years to double our sales to 50 million. It was in 1996 that I sold my business and turned the reins over to Mike Warswick. And I have to tell you, it's unbelievable what happened to pro after that. I could not imagine how far we could go and how far we have come. It's beyond my ability to understand how we can have 2,000 products, how we can warehouse them, how our members can make so much money off of them, how if they didn't have it, I don't know how they would ever survive.
You saw the birth of the Pacific Mini Lab Association, which became IPI, and you've been an IPI supporter.
Yes.
While you're very actively involved in pro.
I believe in working together for the common good, and IPI has done a great job in helping people to learn and promote the service business. It's been a big help to me all these years, and I really have enjoyed going to their meetings, and I love their marketing supplies and equipment and the good things that does for us.
You've used them for your social media and you use them for your in-store?
Absolutely, and their work is excellent. It's a high quality work that I could not have possibly afforded on my own. It's been impossible.
Now you were involved on the pro board and the executive committee when pro committed $200,000 to repackage the brand. Remember that?
Yes, I sure do.
Young man from Metairie, Louisiana said, we got to do this. You think that was a good decision?
Oh, it was a wonderful decision. The products, the product dress today is so professional. It was so badly needed. It was kind of a tough move to go from one to the other, but the look in the store is so professional. And we need to take our hat off to Dave Guidry for that.
It was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money and a lot of work. The work, I think, was greater than the money even, because a lot of people put a lot into it, and it was very, very well done. And now that we have an increasing improvement in quality of our product, we needed the dress to match.
From where Pro is now, 2016, what do you think Pro needs to do next?
Wow, that's a real good question. The most important thing is to have products that are needed by the photo enthusiast. And after that is done, then they've got to be the quality, they've got to be available. Pro has the mission still of saving what's left of the photo specialty business. I think without Pro, we would have seen a big decline. It's amazing to me that there have been as many firms that have been able to survive this tremendous changeover. And I would put it to you that it's mainly the membership in Pro. Now there are others that have survived on the outside, but not very many. And they've usually been people who looked a little different than we have. So I think with keeping the capital of Pro at a high level, keeping high quality people on the payroll, keeping a good board of directors, executive committee working like they do for practically nothing. I think the mission is still there. Well, the mission is definitely still there, and I think the fulfillment of the mission is still very possible.
And if you still had your store, what change would you make in your store? Or a related question, what would you suggest to the Pro members today they make sure and do?
I think the first thing that you have to do to stay in business is you've got to be able to have the proper merchandise at the right time. Price is important, but availability, I think, for a specialty store is absolutely critical. Being able to come up with a marketing program that is modern and new, that is not relying on what you knew 10 years ago, I think is absolutely critical. I think you've got to do as many services as is possible to do. That may be difficult for camera stores only, but there are services that they can provide, and of course the rental business is obviously the major one. But I think people who are succeeding today are in the class business. I think classes can be a profit center, and I believe that's absolutely necessary for the future of the specialty store business. Being out of the business now for several months, I still cringe every time I think of all the profit that can be made off of Pro accessories. And I think of all the possibilities of improving sales in store, primarily by education. Again, the thing that I always told my people, when a customer walks into our store, the average customer can walk around and look around all of the things in our store, and yet they probably can't identify what more than 10 or 20% can do for them. 80% of the stuff sitting on those shelves, they have no idea of what it might mean to them in their photographic hobby. And they seem to just, well, the salesmen are hard to motivate to that point. They get tired during the day, they don't want to teach somebody something new. But one of the axioms that I always used, if a customer walks into our store and when they leave they know no more than when they came in, the salesman has failed.
Mr. Inkley, thank you for your decades of service to our industry.
My pleasure. It's been wonderful.